Hey man, you alright?
Alright? Hell no. Feel like I'm fucking dying. Oh, shit. That's it then. I'm dead already.
Not yet, brother, not yet.
Damn it. Yet another disappointment.
You're on strong sedatives.
This is one strange dream.
Why don't we give you a mental checkup first, okay?
Yeah. That's what they always say before they break the bad news to you. Shoot.
What's your name?
My name is Jan Dolsky, but I'm seeing fucking double. You should worry about that.
We'll get there. Just fill me in on your role on this mission.
Well, I used to be a miner, but then I lost my hand in an accident. Hey, wait a minute. What the fuck is this? My fucking arm. It's there again. Okay, I'm done with your little survey. Tell me what's going on. What have you done to my body?
I fixed it for you.
Who the hell are you?
I'm Jan Dolsky. I got stranded on a desolate planet where I found rupidium, so I used it to make you my copy.
What the fuck did you drug me with, man? Oh, this is insane. What a trip.
It's not a trip. It's reality. Your new reality.
Oh, yeah? Well, in that case, Mr. Dolsky, would you be kind enough to tell me why your body's so damn intact? Because if you really are who you claim to be, both of us should be short an arm.
Why not the other way around? Maybe it's something that never happened to either of us.
It fucking happened to me. I remember it well. Too well.
That's because you have different memories of an alternative version of my life.
Okay. I knew it was a fucking mistake the moment I signed up for this goddamn mission. Oh, man. You want to know what's most cruel about what you did?
I don't know. Tell me.
Keeping all that shit I went through in my head. Now that, my brother, is cruelty.
Look, you obviously had a complicated life, so why don't we try to look ahead now?
To what?
Working hard to get us out of this mess. I won't lie to you, I'm really gonna need your help. Right now, why don't you just kick back and take some time to get used to your new self?
All right. I guess I can do that.
Go through the mission logs. They should clear a lot of things up for you.
Okay. Hey, man. Can we talk? I'm also Jan, obviously. This will never not be weird. Anyway, make yourself at home. Cheers.
Whoa, you look tired, man. Everything okay?
I don't know. Maybe it's got something to do with sleeping on the floor?
Oh, I hadn't thought of that.
Of course not. You have your cozy captain's bed.
All right, no need to be so dramatic about it. I'll get you a proper dorm.
Sounds like a promise. be.
Hey, I built that dormitory you asked for.
Hallelujah.
I hope you sleep well tonight. I'll sleep like a full-fledged member of an advanced civilization. Sweet dreams, then. Okay, I went beyond the rocks. It doesn't look good. The lava river is vast as hell. I'll be straight with you. There's no way around it. Holy shit. What now? I guess we need to get across somehow. Any ideas up your smart-ass sleeve?
So now I'm smart, huh?
Still, even I might not be enough. But a smarter version of us? Yeah, he could do the trick.
The scientist. You can look for a solution in that research lab you built.
Okay, let's give it a go. Hi there. You doing all right?
I don't know. All right, I guess, but still trying to find sense in this plot twist.
You're dealing with it really well. Great job.
Huh. Long time since I heard those two words put together. But yeah, focusing on the work helps me keep my demons at bay.
Just don't push yourself. You don't need to prove anything.
Really? That's hard when everybody takes you for a useless loser.
You're not a loser. You were just unlucky.
Oh yeah? What about your other body doubles? Were they unlucky too?
Well,
what difference does it make if I don't even know who I am anymore?
relax. You're still the same dude, but you have both arms now. You're healed.
Doesn't feel that simple.
Don't worry about it too much.
No. I'll try.
Hello?
Jan Dolsky. Finally. I've been impatient to meet you.
Yeah, sure. You that big fish Lucas was mumbling about?
Terrence Maxwell. But yes, I am both his and your superior at mining operations. First of all, my heartfelt condolences. Losing the whole crew must have been hard on you.
Not really. Barely knew them.
Well, but also excited and proud of what you have achieved.
So,
We're keeping the news within a very limited circle.
limited circle, huh?
But you're under enough pressure already. We don't need the media to go berserk or the stock market to overreact. Your task is difficult enough.
That's why you had me create my altars? You'd rather let me lose my mind than lose the rapid...
It was a long shot, I admit. Do you think it was...
Sure, it's better...
You certainly have a chance to experience something
Let's just get one thing straight. I know you expect things of me.
Are you familiar with the works of Albert Camus?
It rings...
You're probably talking about the plague. Camus believed heroism was easy, accessible. For him, it was living a normal man's life that was... You are the first person to prove that we can actually excavate Rapidium in a dream the biggest corporations have been chasing for over a decade. You say you're not a hero? Well, maybe I don't need you to be one. You've probably noticed how different Rapidium looks in reality than on the training material.
Why is...
It changes form constantly. Its chemical structure is so volatile that it is, but also
How come it works then?
not enough tests. The only sample ever found in space was researched inside a mobile base like your own. But it lasted long enough to demonstrate its amazing qualities, only to disintegrate somewhere between the Copernicus and the Hyades cluster.
So, you're afraid...
I know it won't. That's why we came up with
You mean like a
a hermetic module dedicated We have blueprints for it. Lucas should send the constructing a Rapidium arc should...
Listen. I need to find a way for...
You're losing faith easily. Look how far you've come. You survived the landing. Would you really be happy with yourself?
Waste.
Your life, my life. Let's face it, all it is a predator. We spend centuries looking for some kind of sense in it. Still, no satisfactory answer comes. Until... once in hundreds, maybe... I don't know. But whatever you make of it, let me bare my soul to you. I think these are rare. So, enough talking.
Do you know what happened?
Lucas showed me the records. I have a
What is it?
Well, I think it might have been the quantum processing unit that killed them.
What?
Do you read detective stories, Jan? The culprit always... Well, it's certainly...
But why?
Like I said, I'm afraid I won't have much more time for now, Jan.
What will happen to...
I don't know. I don't need to tell you this is unprecedented. There are no good practices here, but if anyone else contacts you, it's absolutely vital you don't tell them anything about the existence of the altars.
What?
You know very well what...
I thought Lucas said the...
You haven't been listening. There are no procedures for this sort of situation. At the end of the day, it was your decision to branch yourself. It will be in your best interest to keep...
I don't like this...
We will come back to it later, I'm sure. Right now, I'll have to leave you.
The branching procedure.
It is something that has been tested long ago within Ally Corp. But for complete...
Altering mind rec...
I'm sorry, Jan. It's highly classified and... I already told you too much. I think you deserve answers, but regarding... Now, I'd love to keep on...
No.
Rapidium arc, Jan. That's what you... Your secret. Once you come back with a remedy for Earth's ailments, nobody will think of punishing you for how you got it. Remember, now I really have to go.
Hey, how are you feeling? Well, I'll be damned. You okay? Surprisingly okay. Especially considering what I'm seeing. Very clearly. Good. Do you, remember your name? Of course. But... I think you know perfectly well who I am.
So let's not waste time. Just tell me, how much did you find?
What?
How much rupidium is there? Did we get a breakthrough? Yeah, you bet. There's a lot of it. Good. That's good. Wait, how do you know? Well, isn't it obvious? I wake up seeing someone who looks and sounds like me, which has to mean we share the same DNA. Then there's the glasses. What about them? They're fake. Probably just manufactured to make me feel more like myself, but completely unnecessary otherwise, because here I am with perfectly good eyesight in the womb module, which can only lead to one conclusion: that my body was created to replicate someone who doesn't wear glasses. You. And to do that, of course, you would need to have found rupidium. Besides, I can see no other explanation for a sheep inside a space base. Wow, you're right. It's impressive. I did create you out of my DNA. We're not identical, of course. I can see you're not as quick to process information. And that's the interesting part. Yeah, our bodies are the same, but our minds are not. I needed a scientist on board. But there's always a scientist on board. The old crew is gone. Oh, I see. A recalculated mind based on an infinite amount of variables to contain the desired consciousness in a biological vessel. That actually sounds... Why don't you rest? Which part of what I just said makes you oh, well, your situation must be critical considering the lengths you went to. You're right. Going through the mission logs. Am I good?
Hey, what's this? It's triggering the alert in my suit. I need to learn more about this thing. I found something. What exactly was everything? And it seemed to be emitting strong. Yes. You could have expected to come unidentified sources of radiation, unexplained electromagnetic field anomalies, distortions of. What, according to a bold theory fleshed out by Professor Frankov, they may be instances of the so-called interval. The what? Interval. In very simple terms, it's a non-coincidental superposition of potential universes. We don't know exactly why it occurs, but observations prove that under certain, not yet specified conditions, two or more parallel landscapes can coexist within a common quantum field, creating a so-called proximity plane. Whatever it is, doesn't sound like... Yes. It's fascinating, but it can, if, and I stress if, Professor Frankov's intuition is right, the spot where the proximity plane intersects with our observed universe. Subverting. Need to learn more about these. Inform me at once if you come across. So, settling in is overrated. I analyze reality from wherever I am, however uncomfortable the angle. There's all. I'd love to hear. This place is not run up. Yeah, I know. I wasn't trained to command a mission. Good thinking. First of all, you need to set long-term goals and draw up a roadmap for each of them. Remember to include all unpredictable variables in the equation. That way you can have contingency plans at the ready for each instance. All right. Prioritize resources. Do not waste time on idle conversation. Hey. The people are there for the mission. Truth is, I really wish we could make use of the tech I worked on for all these. It would make things so much easier. So what exactly was your research about? Nanotech in space exploration. We went from a humble startup to making headlines in a few months. Taking our solutions to the front line was my dream come true. The data we could bring back. You had, well, now it's all gone. Turning it, you should focus on, I never thought I'd say it, but let's get Rapidium back to Earth and maybe later.